What is going on, everybody? It is your boy DJWars22, and today I'm going to be giving you 15 tips for new Diablo 2 players. So I'll be upfront. If you're a god in Diablo 2, if you're an expert, if you know everything about Diablo 2, this video is probably not going to be for you. Okay, this is going to be stuff that's pretty common knowledge, and yeah, you're probably not going to learn anything. But if you're newer to the game, or if you just want to watch something entertaining, this video is going to be for you. So maybe you came from Diablo 3 and now you want to try Diablo 2, and you're like, oh man, I wish I knew what I was doing. I just wish that there was somebody making a video about it, some tips and tricks. Well, here you go. 15 of these bad boys made specifically for you out there. Alright, so the first thing I have for new Diablo 2 players is the secret cow level. Now this is probably the most fun thing. This is why I put it at the beginning of the video. All you need to do is get Word's Leg and a Tomb of Town Portal. Go over to your cube and hit transmute, and voila, you have opened the secret cow level. Now it is important to note that for the secret cow level you have to defeat the entire game for that difficulty. So for this difficulty it happens to be hell, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can do this for normal, you can do this for nightmare, you can do it for anything, and it's really fun. They make some awesome noise, and man, the memories I have of the cow level, wow, phenomenal. Now, one really important thing that I need to tell you about the secret cow level. Now, if you happen to come around this square right here, alright, it's always going to be a square like this, not necessarily in this position, but a square just like this. Alright, you need to be careful because there's this guy, and his name is the Cow King. Now, if you kill the Cow King, you will no longer be able to ever make the cow level again for that difficulty, for that character. So how do you know it's him? What I would suggest is, if you see this square, just don't even go around it. It's not worth it, right? There's so many cows, they all look the same. But there is one thing that you can do to know and identify it's the Cow King. Obviously his name right there. Oh shit! Oh shit! Obviously his name, right? But he'll have all this electricity and stuff when you hit him, like that. If you see a whole bunch of electricity, 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be the Cow King or some kind of champion pack. Just run away. Don't even engage. Like, do not even go around it, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be so sad one day when you need to go back to the cow level, you need to level up, you need to find a rune, or you need to find something useful, and you can't do it because you killed your king. Number 2 on my list is gaining more mana. So probably if you're a caster, or really just any character, you're gonna need some good mana, right? And it's hard to get mana. It's hard to get that regeneration of mana. So what you should do is go to Act 2, okay, go in this top left corner, talk to Graze, I don't know how to say his name. Hire a mercenary. I personally like the defensive Act 2 nightmare one, but you know, obviously in normal you won't have that. So what I'm talking about here is creating an insight. That's a rune word, okay? So you have to put these items in this specific order. They're super cheap. I mean, a Rao, a Tur, a Tau, and a Soul. You have to put them in that exact order. If you don't put them in that order, you're gonna mess it up. But look at that, man. Level 17 mediation aura when equipped. Now that is gonna help you so much with mana regeneration. It's super cheap. It's not that hard to get a 4 open socket pole arm or you know, something like this. It's pretty easy to get, honestly. And again, the runes are so cheap, but it's invaluable when you're a sorceress or when you're a necro, or when you really need mana in general. And honestly, the stats on it aren't too bad, not a whole lot of damage, but the mana in itself is worth it. Tip number 3 is going to be, watch out what you put your stat points into, okay? They're not necessarily permanent because you get 3 tries to reset them, but we'll get into that later. But what you need to do is put the bare minimum in strength, okay? Never add in dexterity. Always try to add in vitality, and I personally don't ever add in energy. I know some people that add in like 20 points. Now, why do I say don't really add into strength? You only want to add in the strength that you need for your gear. So right now when I take these boots off, you know, this gives me 15 strength, and a lot of other items are giving me strength, but you want to have the bare minimum. The highest weapon that you have of strength is what you want to base it off of. So right here, my spirit requires 156, so that is how high I went. I went actually lower than that because the item's helping me, but you know, the bare minimum for strength is what you want. And personally, unless you're a melee character, you know, you're a barbarian, you're doing some kind of like paladin or maybe a Zon or something, like you do not want to add into dexterity at all. Vitality is number 1, and again, I don't like energy, but you can do what you want. Alright, so our 4th tip is the Andariel bug. So all you need to do is go to the Catacombs level 4. Pretty simple, right? Kill Andariel, but there's one more thing you need to understand. If you have not already done the quest, right, so meaning this is the first time ever for that difficulty, you can actually bug Andariel forever. Now, what is bugging Andariel? That just means that you're going to have better drops all the time, forever, in that difficulty for that character, if you do what I'm about to tell you. So after you kill her, right, what you'll see a lot of the times people do is they'll set up a town portal like that, right? And then if you take that town portal, a player-made town portal, and then you travel to Act 2, you will not bug her. However, if you go ahead and take the town portal that the game gives you, right, it'll say just like this, rogue encampment, okay? So since I'm playing on pluggy, mine, and single player, it doesn't have like parentheses, but normally you would see my name DJ, it would say like rogue encampment DJ. So normally it spawns here, it could be over here, it could be anywhere in here, but you don't want to take people's town portals from here or anywhere else at all unless it's the one that says rogue encampment, okay? And it has to be the very first time you've ever killed Andariel. So you go in there and you go straight to Act 2, don't do anything else. Go east. Bam. That is it. Now, what exactly have you done? Okay, so when you have a bugged Andariel, her drops are way better. Okay, so if you don't bug Andariel, her drops could be crap. Even with like 500 magic find, you might get a unique, you might get a set item, but 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be garbage. You know what I mean? But if you bug her, then you get 3 uniques, or you'll get 2 set items, or you just the drops are so much better, and she'll actually drop more things in general. So bugging Andariel is an absolute must. Personally, I've restarted characters for sorceress just to get the Andariel bug if I forgot on hell, but you can do what you want. So once you hit A, you'll be able to see your current resistance. I'm currently maxed out, which is always nice, but you know, you probably won't be once you go to nightmare, and especially won't be when you go to hell. You say like -15, or you be in the red, or just not maxed out, which you need to be. There's going to be a quest, I believe it's the 3rd one right here. It's going to be called Prisoner of Ice. Okay, so what this is going to do, it's going to help you with your resistances. All you have to do is save this lady called Anya. Sounds easy, but it's kind of difficult because you know, there's this thing called souls in hell. But anyways, you're going to go to the Crystalline Passage, okay? After you go to the Crystalline Passage, you're going to travel to the Frozen River. Now, over towards the back of the Frozen River, all right, obviously it's easy for me because I can teleport. You're going to come to this square, and you'll know when it's going to happen because, I mean, like the quest will come up, and so when you hit Q, you'll read it. But anyways, on this square, it's normally going to be where Anya is. You need to rescue her, okay? You're going to click her, she's going to say, thank you so much. She's going to give you something, like a potion or something. You're going to come talk to Mala. Mala's going to give you whatever she needs to give you. Maybe it's the potion at that time. You'll free this chick, and she'll say, thank you so much. Come back to Mala, and she will give you this scroll, and when you right-click it, your resistance will go up. I believe it's 5, but it could be up to 10, and wow, it helps. I mean, you got to think, you're doing that for 3 difficulties? That is a lot of resistance. Guys, I'm telling you, this will get you killed if you're not doing this. Alright, this next tip is going to be how you can always continue to kill Pindleskin. Now, if you go to the 4th quest on Act 5, it's going to say Betrayal of Haragath. Okay, so this is the boss that you want to find, right? I can't really pronounce it. But anyways, you don't actually want to get the waypoint. So this is the waypoint, Halls of Pain. Never, ever, ever, ever get the Halls of Pain waypoint if you plan on continuously killing Pindleskin. So who is Pindleskin? He's going to be inside of the temple, okay? And you can only use this portal if you do not get the waypoint. You can always come back. Pindleskin's right here. He's the boss. I just kind of ripped him, but he was right there. In hell difficulty, I mean, he's really good. He's very good. The drops are great, and if you continue to magic find him, it can be awesome for you. But this portal will go away if you decide to get the Hall of Pain waypoint. I don't know why the Halls of Pain waypoint makes you never be able to make that portal again. I guess it's supposed to be like a kind of secret event thing, or maybe not secret, but like a side quest. But it's really nice killing Pindleskin. So please, guys, unless you're going for a destruction key, which is for a different video, just don't get the Halls of Pain waypoint. All right, our 7th tip is going to be the fact that rune drops, right? Runes are not affected by magic find. I think this is such a huge misconception. I think I believed it for like years and never knew until I googled it. But really, to find runes, it's all about how many monsters you're killing. It's about the quantity. It's not about the quality. So you can kill Baal 1,000 times, but that's only 1,000 enemies. Where you could kill 1,000 enemies in cows and maybe a game. You know what I mean? It's all about the quantity and not the quality. So you can have 1,000 magic find, and guess what? You might not find a rune. And you can have 0 and you could find tons. It's kind of weird how that works out, but you know, magic find does not affect runes in any way, shape, or form. Tip number 8, if you hit O, you will pull up your Mercenary's inventory, and this is really cool for magic find, right? So let's just pretend I had 100 magic find on my person. So that means if I kill an enemy, I have 100% magic find. But guess what? If I add some magic find, like 72 here, My Mercenary, if he gets the kill, the last hit, it'll be 172% magic find. In addition to the Scolders, which is 108%. I mean, you could do the math. It really helps. So if I had 500 and we added in 200, it'd be 700. It stacks. It's really interesting, and I don't think a lot of new people know that. All right, tip number 9 is trapping Mephisto. Oh my goodness, this is so useful. This is awesome, man, especially for like a sorceress. I think it's pretty much good for ranged or sorceress in general. You want to get Mephisto on the side here. Okay, way off on the side. Now, notice right now he can hit me, right? The range. But right here, he will not be able to hit me anymore. The only reason he's hitting me right now is because my Mercenary is kind of messing up. But look, but guess what I can do? I can still shoot him. Look at that. Boom, the range. So on hell difficulty, you know, you can be weak. You may not be able to affect him. But look at that, man. You just boom, 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 boom. Even from the range right here, as long as you can see him, you can just continually attack him. And yeah, you really just get under him. And I think it's kind of like a bug glitchy thingy, but hey, it's effective. It works. They never patched it. Tip number 10 is using the exclamation mark to show things above your head. So just the exclamation mark like that, so you can say hello, right? That's pretty cool. So like if you see people in a group and you're all killing things, and you might be like lame box, and then you just like hit a bunch of spaces or something and you put them inside the lame box, and you can make it larger than that. You know, you can pretty much make it as big as you want, or you can be like follow him, right? Something like that, or like free gear, you know, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of funny. It's just a little cool trick that people may or may not know. Tip number 11 is keys. Okay, so new players, this probably won't affect you, but you may find one in hell. There's 3 keys. There's key of terror, there's key of destruction, and key of hate. I honestly only have a bunch of keys of terror to show you, but they look identical to this. They just say key of terror, key of destruction, and key of hate. So what you would do is you would get 3 of these bad boys, right? You put these into the cube only on hell difficulty, right? And it's gonna make a portal when you do hit transmute. It looks just like the secret cow level, but it's way harder. Okay, so if you're not experienced, I wouldn't do it. You can do it just to experience it if you want to get your ass kicked. But basically, like, if you do it, you'll have a chance, 1 in 3 chance of making a certain portal. Now, if you open all 3 portals 3 times one game, you'll get a chance. I mean, you won't get a chance. You'll get each one, and you get an organ piece. Okay, so there's a horn, there's a brain, and there's an eye, right? And when you put those 3 together, okay, you'll make Ubers, which is like inside Tristram, and you'll fight an Uber Diablo, you'll fight an Uber Baal, and you'll fight an Uber Mephisto, and they will fuck you up. I'm telling you right now. But it's still pretty cool to see. It's going to be in the long term for you, but just something out there that's end game, and you're like, okay, I know there's something interesting to do, and there's a goal to set. Tip number 12. You see at the top left, the Stone of Jordan was sold. Okay, if you sell a Stone of Jordan to any one of the merchants, right, it'll look like this. I don't actually have any on this account or anything, but you know, you would go over here, you would sell it to a merchant in hell mode. It's going to say that Stone of Jordan sold. Now, there is a possibility that you will make a Diablo clone spawn on the earth, and damn, he is going to be out of your league. Let me tell you right now, if you're using this video for tips, don't mess with them. If you actually get the rare chance to get a Stone of Jordan, right, or trade for one, keep it. I'm telling you, because to make a Diablo clone actually spawn is anywhere from like 70 to 120 Stones of Jordan sold. So if you actually find one, just keep it, because I'm telling you, you're not going to spawn them anyways. And even if you spawn them, you wouldn't be able to kill them. It's just something cool. Do not sell the SOJs. People might tell you, sell your SOJ. Don't do it, man. Keep your SOJ. Tip number 13. If you get 3 magic or blue amulets and you hit transmute, you will turn it into a magic ring. It could end up like this, 17% magic find. It could be way better, 10 faster cast rate with a little bit of added things, but it's pretty cool. It does work both ways, which brings us into tip number 14. 3 rings of magic can make you 1 magic amulet. And our 15th tip, let's say you get a grand charm, right? You do not like that grand charm. Well, guess what? All you have to do is grab that grand charm and 3 perfect gems. It doesn't really matter what they are. Hit transmute, and boom, you get another chance of something good. Now, this one happens to be item level 76. I would suggest you only use 85 plus. Now, how do you know it's 85? If you're not using Pluggy like I am, it won't tell you, but it's basically based on where you kill it. In Act 5, like 99 for grand charm would be from Baal, which is super hard. You know, Diablo is going to be, I think, 95. Some of the other places are going to be like 88. those are much better. You don't want to pick up like a normal Grand Charm or Nightmare Grand Charm or even like an Act 1 for Hell Grand Charm. You want to kill specific bosses or specific packs and then use that Grand Charm. You can always Google it and it'll tell you, but it's really nice to get like 40 perfect gems and then try to re-roll it, and maybe you get something that's awesome for you. Alright guys, so this is going to sum up my 15 tips for new Diablo 2 players. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot more tips I can think of. If you guys want to see something specific, definitely let me know. Do you want to see more like items? Do you want to see some crafting? Do you want to see look out for certain dupes? Look out for people trying to scam you? Anything, just let me know, guys. I have a lot of ideas and I think we could definitely make some fun entertaining videos with it. Now if this video hits 3,000 views, okay, 3,000 views in a week, I will definitely make a sequel to this that shows me that people are interested in it, because you know I just want to make videos that people like and also that I enjoy, and I love to help out new players. So we'll find out, guys. Let me know in the comment section below whether you want to see this, and I can show you like builds that you might want to see. I can show you more advanced things you want to see. If you guys want to, if there is more new players out there for a 17-year-old game, which I hope there is, just let me know, man. I'm here for you guys. I want to make videos for you. And yeah, let's keep Diablo 2 growing, guys. And until next time, I am DJ Wars 22, signing out.